Hello, someone asked me a question, could we reach the absolute zero temperature practically, not theoretically? So the answer is no, we can't. So before we try to know what absolute temperature is, we must know what is the difference between heat and temperature. So when we consider any substance, whether it is solid, liquid or gaseous, all these molecules, atoms or ions inside that substance are in a state of motion. They are vibrating, rotating, moving randomly in all directions. That molecular motion is denoted by heat. So heat is nothing but the total kinetic energy of any substance. So when we consider kinetic energy of every molecule, not all the molecules have same kinetic energy. So every molecule possesses a different kinetic energy. That's why we take average kinetic energy. So total heat energy upon number of molecules involved, you get the average kinetic energy. That is called temperature. Now here comes the question, what is the cold? Then if we know heat is the total molecular motion, total kinetic energy, temperature is average kinetic energy. Now what is cold? There is no cold. Cold is just the absence of heat. If you remove heat, if you lower the kinetic energy, the substance become cooler and cooler and cooler and cooler. So there is a Celsius scale upon which we measure all the temperature from 0 to 100 degree. And if we cool any substance below 0, that temperature becomes negative. So if you consider absolute zero means the lowest possible temperature that is the limit of temperature. Beyond that or below that we cannot decrease the temperature. So at that absolute zero temperature, all the molecular motion stops. There is no molecular motion and any gas occupies no space, exerts no pressure. That is the absolute zero temperature. So how could we achieve the that possible temperature practically? First of all, we will see how we lower temperature of any substance. So we know that heat could be transferred. Suppose we have a hot cup of tea and it becomes cooler and cooler. How does heat transfer? So heat transfers by due to the difference in temperature. It flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. So in order to cool something, we need colder substance than that. So draw out that heat. So if you want to achieve that absolute zero temperature, the lowest possible temperature, so you need any substance colder than that, and there exists no colder substance than absolute zero. So it is not practically possible. And second aspect, if you consider this, if you go into the quantum mechanics, if we try to reach the absolute zero temperature, what happens? At that, we know that the particle duality, any particle has wave nature, also particle nature. So when we try to achieve absolute zero, molecular motion stops, but at quantum level, quantum vibrations do not stop. The substance contains quantum vibrations and their wave nature becomes predominant, and the substance, the waves become longer and they try to match up and become single entity called a single quantum entity, and that gives rise to a new substance, a new state that is called as Bose-Einstein condensate. So that's why practically absolute zero temperature is not possible. Thank you.